Hello everybody, it's time for another Theme Fortress, and before we get going with our first submission here, I would like to say that we've gotten rid of the point system. I felt like the only thing it did were limit creative freedom, and at this stage of the series I don't think that is necessarily needed anymore. Like, I may as well be like, here's how this loadout could be improved, or this loadout is perfect, and then you know what it is basically. And then if a loadout gets through, I can just be like, okay, I think this is a troll loadout, because I don't know what theme it is, and it feels like it's just trolling me, and I don't know how this even got into the series. So I think that's how we're gonna do it from now on. So here up first we have Boss Lightyear, and clearly needs Nebula. I mean, why didn't the submitter of this put Nebula in? Like, missed opportunity right there. Other than that, almost perfect Boss Lightyear set, you know. Just need the Nebula. So I think the theme for this one is a street musician, and he's very successful, he's earning a lot of money. I don't really see any way this could be improved for the better. Like, it's pretty much a pretty solid loadout, especially with the drums and bongos and the skill gun gains. I mean, maybe dead presidents around the head, but other than that, it's a pretty nice loadout for sure. I'm pretty sure this one's theme is a very fine restaurant chef. I'm not sure why his head is on fire. Maybe he made a mess up in the kitchen, maybe he's a pyromaniac, or maybe he have a magical hat that creates fire, so he just puts the pan above it. Burning Flames does look a bit weird on loadout.tf though, but looking aside from that, still a pretty good looking loadout. I'd say the theme of this one is, you know, basically in a horror game in space, you have those like bodies lying in space. Yeah, this is either like a guy who's trying to pull a prank with a skeleton-like mask, some sort of space bandit, or he's just a dead corpse floating around in space that have basically, like, all the flesh have become dust or something. I don't know. Pretty good looking loadout for sure. Not sure if there's any. I mean, maybe Nebula instead of Subatomic, but I don't know, maybe Subatomic have something to do with the theme and I'm completely off, so I'll give the benefit of the doubt there. So I have a few guesses on this one. It's either a very stereotypical gay-like loadout, very feminine loadout, maybe it's a slight reference to, you know, the part in Legend of Zelda where you have to, like the Breath of the Wild one, where you have to sneak into the female Gerudo city or whatever. Or it's something completely different. In any case, I don't think you can make this look more feminine on Medic than it already is. I'd say this is a sailor, and it's actually a very nice looking loadout. He probably is the captain of the boat, considering what hat he's wearing. And it's likely a night, sailing in night. Maybe he's drunk here. He's at least holding a bottle of alcohol, so he's likely drunk. Very good looking loadout for sure. I mean, maybe the bootlegger, I don't know, that may be a bit too stereotypical, maybe over the top. Any case, very nice looking loadout for sure. I'd say the theme for this one is supposed to be Lycan from Dota 2. I mean, I would have guessed like some sort of cursed werewolf, but then I'm like, well, that is also Lycan. And it could very well be Lycan in his humanoid form, because the face actually lines pretty well up with that, all things considered, funny enough. And then he's wearing like wolf pelt on the top of his head. Maybe he's about to like transform into his wolf form. I don't know. Definitely in the werewolf territory for this one, so it's very nice looking loadout for sure. So this one would be very hard to guess what it is if I actually tried, but I know that this is a personal loadout because it's a fun little story. I think I met the guy who submitted this, and, you know, wearing this loadout on a trade server, and talked a bit with him, like in chat or something, I don't know. But I was just like, yes, now I know that is a personal loadout, so I'll probably not show it, but here I am, being the good guy, you know, showing it anyways. So I hope he really appreciates that. Did we just arrive in the Wild West? The thing that does, like, trigger me a bit is that the PDA isn't unique. It's like, why is everything on this loadout unique, but then not a unique PDA when you even, like, have a unique shotgun, you know, quality-wise? Other than that, I mean, pretty cowboyish, you know, western, Wild West, I don't know. I'm guessing this is some sort of villain, like probably a guy who would prefer being called Professor something. And definitely an evil professor in that sense, so don't know what else this would be. So what I'm thinking when I see this loadout is like a you know, game hunter, you know, a guy with a rifle hunting some animals. You probably have like a lot of trophies on the wall behind him, if this was in the loadout view, you know. And he's just he's done hunting for the day. He's enjoying a cup of tea, coffee, something, and reading a nice book in his trophy hall. I'd guess, you know, in front of his fireplace. I don't know. That's the vibes I'm getting off of this loadout. I don't know what else it would be. You guys would probably wish I had webcam on right now. Like, I'm facepalming so hard of this one because everything is in Danish. I believe this is an older submission though, but let's look aside from all of that. I'd say either university studying or just a teenager. He's enjoying his energy drink, he's listening to music, and he's just having a good time. So definitely a nice and simple loadout for sure. This is either a personal loadout or from some sort of like soda commercial. I don't know. Definitely not my style. I feel like it lacks maybe a shirt, maybe something. It feels like it's lagging something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just lagging that something. A bit earlier we had a loadout much like this one, and I'd say it's pretty much the same thing again. Like this guy is hunting some animals in his, you know, as his hobby, in his trophy hall, all of that stuff. Very nice loadout still. I actually think I prefer this one over the previous one shown. This is actually quite interesting because if this wasn't painted white, I'd definitely go with like another kind of evil professor trying to lure somebody into a trap. But because it is painted white, it looks more mild, like maybe a grandpa. He's probably ready to dance, trying to show that he's still young, like there's a disco ball up, and you know, he just wants to dance with somebody, holding his hands out, ready for somebody to grab them and then dance with him, I guess. This is either like a dad or a grandpa, which really likes his alcohol. He likes his alcohol so much, in fact, that he's swearing around, like with him on his back, a case to hold them cold, so he can just, you know, grab a beer every time he's a bit thirsty and just have a good time. Definitely what you could call maybe a party granddaddy, which would symbolize the purple confetti. I don't know. He's ready to throw a party literally anytime. And for our final submission here, what I'd guess is some sort of Jedi, maybe a Jedi in training, maybe he's not actually a Jedi, maybe he's just a fan, I don't know. In any case, if you want to submit your own thing, I believe I said this in the start of the video, but some people may have skipped that part, who knows. Remember, you can join the Discord, the link is in the description below, and then you just submit your own submissions in the text channel called Theme Fortress. You should read the rules beforehand though, or your submission may be deleted by the admins. Anyways, hope everybody enjoyed this. I'll see you again next time.